Major breaking. Thomas Frank Green lights Tottenham move to hijack Arsenal Eberechi Eze deal. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Tottenham are now poised to open formal negotiations to sign Eberechi Eze, with manager Thomas Frank personally giving the green light for talks with Crystal Palace to begin. The decision comes in the wake of a turbulent week for Spurs. The devastating confirmation of James Maddison's ACL injury, suffered during pre-season, has left a gaping hole in their creative midfield. Matters were made worse during their high-profile friendly against Bayern Munich, where the lack of attacking spark and squad depth became painfully clear. In response, Thomas Frank reportedly held an urgent meeting with chairman Daniel Levy, with both men agreeing that Tottenham must go into the market with full force. Their number one target? Eberechi Eze, the man many at the club believe is the perfect like-for-like replacement for Maddison. Eze's situation has taken a twist. While the Crystal Palace talisman was previously understood to favour a move to Arsenal, the Gunners have so far failed to make any concrete approach. Sources suggest that Mikel Arteta's side view the England international as an awkward fit for their current tactical setup and are reluctant to commit to his hefty price tag. That hesitation may prove costly. Tottenham's ambitious project under Frank fresh from Europa League triumph could prove enticing enough to tempt Eze across London. Spurs see him not just as a short-term Maddison replacement, but as a marquee signing to spearhead their attacking play for years to come. Crystal Palace, meanwhile, are braced for interest. While Eze's £68 million release clause expired on the 1st of August, the Eagles remain open to a sale if their financial and structural demands are met. Club insiders believe Tottenham's arrival in the race could spark a bidding battle, driving up his value. Negotiations between Palace and Eze's representatives could begin as early as this weekend, with Spurs eager to move swiftly before Arsenal or any other Premier League giant decide to re-enter the chase. Tottenham, ready to pay £40 million for unbelievable star he wants to join. Manchester City star James Mcatee is waiting on Tottenham Hotspur to make their move for him after becoming aware of their interest, GiveMeSport sources understand. Mcatee is expected to leave the Etihad Stadium this summer as he has entered the final 12 months of his contract with the club, while also falling further down the pecking order, following the arrivals of Tijani Reinders and Ryan Cherki during this transfer window. Several clubs have shown an interest for the England youth international, but City's valuation has so far seen no move materialise. Spurs keen on deal to sign James Mcatee. Mcatee, who has been described as unbelievable, enjoyed a fine summer as he captained the England under-21s to their second consecutive victory in the European Championships. His participation in the tournament came after he opted to travel with the Young Lions instead of going to the Club World Cup with Pep Guardiola's side, which all but put the final nail in the coffin of his City career. GiveMeSport sources understand that there has been plenty of interest in his services this summer, with clubs in Germany taking a particularly keen eye on the situation. But City's £40 million valuation of the Englishman has proven to be a stumbling block in any deals. Now it has emerged that agents became aware of interest from the Europa League champions this week, and Mcatee would be very keen on making the switch to North London to link up with Thomas Frank's side. So much so that sources understand that Mcatee is now waiting to see if they will formalise their interest with a concrete approach. GMS sources understand that there has been plenty of interest in his services this summer, with clubs in Germany taking a particularly keen eye on the situation. But City's £40 million valuation of the Englishman has proven to be a stumbling block in any deals. Now it has emerged that agents became aware of interest from the Europa League champions this week, and Mcatee would be very keen on making the switch to North London to link up with Thomas Frank's side. So much so that sources understand that Mcatee is now waiting to see if they will formalise their interest with a concrete approach. Frank and the club's recruitment team have been assessing their options thoroughly over the last few weeks to ensure every opportunity is looked at. But their need for a new attacking midfielder has increased in recent days after James Maddison suffered a ruptured ACL injury, ruling him out for the majority of the 2025-26 season. Tottenham are reportedly interested in the Brighton midfielder Carlos Baleba. The North London outfit are closely monitoring his situation, and it will be interesting to see if they decide to come forward with an offer to sign him. He could cost around £60 million, according to a report from Court Offside. They are not the only Premier League club keen on the Cameroon midfielder, and they will face competition from Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City and Newcastle United. Tottenham wanted to sign Baleba last summer as well. The 21-year-old is a tremendous talent with a bright future, and he could develop into a key player for Tottenham with the right guidance. He could be the ideal long-term replacement for Yves Bissouma. The African is expected to be on the move this summer. He was underwhelming last season, and Tottenham need to replace him. Baleba would be a solid acquisition for them. He will add physicality, work rate and defensive cover to the side. He is very impressive when it comes to winning the ball back and breaking up opposition attacking moves. He will help protect the defensive unit, allowing the creative players to operate with more freedom. The player is still only 21, and he will improve with coaching and experience. He has all the attributes to develop into a top-class player. Former Manchester United star Roy Keane has previously labelled him as a fantastic talent. Tottenham looked vulnerable at the back last season, and they need to improve in that department. Signing a reliable defensive midfielder will be the first step to tightening up at the back. The 21-year-old certainly fits the profile of players they have been trying to sign in recent seasons. Tottenham have invested in multiple young talents, and Baleba would be a superb acquisition to the formidable pool of young talent already at the club. Spurs are preparing to inject a fresh dose of creativity into their squad, and their radar has firmly locked onto one of France's most exciting young footballers. Sources suggest that Mcatee, the dazzling 23-year-old playmaker lighting up League One, has emerged as a prime target for the North London club. Highly regarded across Europe for his silky technique, tactical intelligence and versatility, Mcatee is seen by Tottenham chiefs as a long-term gem who could transform their attacking options. With James Maddison sidelined for several crucial months following a serious knee injury, the need for an injection of flair and invention in midfield has become urgent. According to the Mirror, Spurs have already sent scouts to monitor Mcatee closely in recent weeks, a strong indicator that a potential summer bid could be on the horizon. While Tottenham are also assessing other creative options, insiders believe that the Monaco star's unique profile makes him an especially attractive fit for Thomas Frank's system. Under the guidance of Thomas Frank, Tottenham believe Mcatee could develop into a Premier League star, perhaps even one of Europe's most feared wide playmakers. The move would not only benefit Spurs, but also offer the Frenchman the chance to showcase his abilities on one of football's biggest stages. Convincing Monaco to part ways with their prized asset will not be straightforward. Mcatee is tied to the club until 2028, giving the French side all the negotiating leverage they need. Any deal is expected to demand a premium fee, with sources suggesting that Tottenham will need to act decisively to beat rival suitors to his signature. One thing is clear, Tottenham are on the hunt for game-changing creativity, and Mcatee could be the answer. Now, the big question is whether Daniel Levy and the Spurs hierarchy will take the gamble and push for a blockbuster move before the transfer window slams shut. That wraps up today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with all things Tottenham, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for our latest content. Be sure to give this video a like and share it with fellow Spurs supporters. Let's grow the Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for tuning in, and as ever, come on you Spurs.